Live, the moment I had a free yawn.
Wow.
Gosh dang. That was a powerful one too. Oh. Whew. So,
You okay?
Yeah, we're live.
I'm just waiting for you to be done with what you're doing. All right, guys. What is going on? Frankie here for the Big Show, gentleman, my brother Miguel. You guys, we are here at Clebra's Lounge again in Bakersfield, California. You guys, and now that Miguel is done yawning, for whatever reason, I'm trying to get some stuff done here, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm allowed to yawn. It's a very normal thing to happen. So I'm not gonna apologize for that. But I will say, how's everybody doing on this fine Wednesday, guys? It is the second third podcast time. I'm doing just a little bit of sharing of my own. Good to see whoever is tuning in right now. Hope you're having a good day.
Yeah, good middle of the week.
Yeah. We are enjoying some Veritas Cigars today. Which one are we smoking today? What is this?
This is called the 3 blends. So I actually have some notes on it here for you, Mike. It says, if you're looking to experience Tabacalera Nuevo Nicos in one sitting, look no further than 3 blends. Inspired by Pittsburgh's famed rivers, 3 blend draws upon old-fashioned industrial design and engineering. So this cigar is unique because if you notice, Mike, I didn't notice until after I read this. The top of it is a normal Corona double or maybe even a triple capped head. So the cigar, yes?
Yeah.
As you go down, it becomes semi-box press.
Yeah, you kind of it's very subtle, but it's nice. It's nice. It's got 3 wrappers on there and the barber pole. You can see the different shadings in the wrappers. Very
it
nice.
Took me a second to look because the sun-grown wrapper looked almost just like the Maduro wrapper to me. And so I really had to look at him a second time to see the triple wrapper.
It is subtle. I don't think you can really see it on camera too well. It looks like, well, maybe a little bit on camera, but it is subtle. They are subtly different colors there. It's a lighter brown. It goes light to medium to dark, obviously.
Yeah.
Jeff,
and then the binder is San Andreas, and the fillers are from Jalapa, Ometepe, Condega, and Esteli. So Nicaraguan. And they say it's a medium cigar, and you'll get about an hour and 20 minutes smoke time. Is that what they're saying?
So it sounds like a good blend to me. That sounds very interesting. I like the description already. Matt still in Utah smoking a knuckle sandwich. Very good call. The Maduro from Espinosa, of course. And Jeff is having himself a California Dreamin' for the last hour and still had another 15 minutes. Glad to hear that. I hope you are enjoying it. I think about an hour and a half somewhere in there is a good length of time for that cigar. So I'm glad it's performing up to snuff. Make sure this is.
I'm just getting my sharing it now, Mike. So you do what you better do.
Share away. I'm gonna go ahead and take these. Then I'm gonna go ahead and cut this up. I am excited for this. Veritas has been some good stuff. We've had it on the show a couple of times before, and we obviously saw them at TPE. Hopefully, we'll see them again at PCA to talk more since of everything that happened for PCA. And unfortunately,
I mean TPE
or TPE. Yeah, everything happened at TPE. Hopefully, we'll be able to fix those problems when we go to PCA in July.
Finishing up here with all the sharing, guys.
Hey, Eduardo, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. There we are.
That's enough sharing. All right. So I'm going to take this as well. And I think it's interesting that they did a traditional rounded cigar at the top, and then they molded it into a box press. That's pretty unique. I don't know a whole lot of cigars that do that. The band itself is very nice. I do like the black and the red foil on top. I'm a big fan of that color combo. They have a little bit of white in there as well. And a nice design to it. So
yeah, some nice red metallic accents, which I appreciate that. Oh, sorry about that. Joe, how you doing? Thank you, Eduardo, for sharing. If everyone, whatever you can, guys, if you can share for us, it is a huge help. Always a big help when you share. Get the word out there wherever we can, whenever we can. It is it's a big boon to us, which is a real word for a mitzvah, which is another word for deed, which is a way of me saying thank you. Never heard of this cigar. Yeah, Veritas is not one that I'm super familiar with. This is, I think, the first time was at TPE, really talking to him.
Yeah.
Again, the three wrapper blend right there. I really like that. You can taste the San Andreas binder. I think right off
Yeah.
the bat, I like
I
that.
think that's going to be the most dominant note in this cigar because it is a full leaf binder of San Andreas, whereas the Maduro, the Sungrown, and the Connecticut will all alternate a bit as it goes up that barber pole design there.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Now, for me, this isn't as effective as some of the other cigars that we've had showing the differences in wrapper. You don't get enough time with that specific leaf to really get a flavor note change, in my opinion, but we'll have to wait and see how this one performs.
Oh, you're talking about just to
But
really differentiate between the two.
yeah,
or
I
three.
will say Patrick Potter over at it's Continental Club, right?
Yeah.
He did make a cigar that I actually liked quite a bit. It didn't get a whole lot of love, as far as I know, but I really thought it was an interesting cigar. So basically, same blend as far as the filler and the binder, but it came with two different wrappers split right down the middle. So one half was one wrapper, one half was another. And his saying was, you buy two of the same cigar, and you smoke it from opposite ends, and so you kind of get that flavor change from it. And I thought that was a great idea. I love that cigar. Unfortunately, I can't find it anymore.
I could never get it to burn well. It always the wrapper fell off almost every time. It's a cool idea. I just don't know if the concept works. And I think you're looking if you really wanted to showcase wrapper to wrapper, same blend, just change up the wrappers. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Keep the binder and filler the same. Just switch up the wrappers themselves. I like the flavoring so far on this. I don't think it's a way to showcase again the three wrappers. It's a good way to see what they taste like together, and it's a nice combination.
Yeah, because some people they want you to taste the different flavors in those wrappers from them using it. Some people use it just as an accent, like the Sabertooth or the Black Irish from Omacraft with the small swirls of Maduro or Candela. That's not made for you to actually taste a whole lot of that extra wrapper. It's more of an accent to it, which I think is cool too. Don't get me wrong. The Sabertooth is one of my favorite cigars. The Black Irish is fantastic as well.
Yeah.
But there are some companies that do want you to taste that extra flavor from the wrapper, so that's why they do it like this. And
we are smoking the Veritas right now.
Yes.
That's what we're smoking right now, Brian. No, I totally agree with that. The accent marks are really cool. If you look at, let's see, Jake Wyatt cigars, they have the small accents throughout theirs. Very much decorative.
Right.
It's a distinct Flair brand kind of look,
right.
which is a cool thing. While you have other stuff like the Fuma M Corda, I guess you can smoke through that a little bit of wrapper rolled up, and it kind of changes it a little bit. Or then you have a really big difference when you have the I think the barber pole itself does make a difference. Because if you're just going to do one of these wrappers, it's not going to taste the same as the rest of this.
Right.
Clearly, it's going to be different.
Right.
Hey, Richard, how you doing? And then you have another one, the Mr. Candela, where you have two wrappers overlapping, where it's not supposed to be a difference between the two, but so much that it is complementing one another, where you have that Candela over a really dark San Andreas, if I remember correctly.
Correct, yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's right. You say you're going to be a rapper. I already was for a time being. Some sick beats and some very, very hard lyrics. But the world wasn't ready for that. The world just was not ready for my skills. So it is what it is. Yeah, see, Matt, I agree with that. That Sinistra is fire. It's ridiculously good. And then do the Scalas. Another one that example of the cord of tobacco being wrapped around. And I don't know if it's in my head or if it really is the tobacco itself, because it is a leaf of wrapper.
Right.
It's a wrapper leaf on top of another wrapper leaf, basically, right, which is very tightly rolled. I think it does help out with the flavor a bit.
I don't think so. I don't really get a whole lot of flavor change when I get to that cord and it's smoking through. That could just be my palate. I don't know. Maybe you guys do. Let us know in the comments if you do. And what other cigars that you see have different wrapper leaves to them that you really get a flavor change out of?
I think the Shamrock and the other iterations of the Irish or the St. Patty's Day black markets do a really good job of that when they have the Candela mixed with a little bit of Maduro. And I think there's also some Habano on that one. it's a nice blend of wrapper. It may not be like, oh, you can really distinguish this to that, but it does blend together well, which is what you're looking for anyway.
There are some house blends that certain cigar lounges carry as house blends. I see them up and down California, where they have a very similar blend to them, but they do have 3 different distinct wrappers. Instead of doing a barber pole, they'll do 1 wrapper on the first third, 1 wrapper on the second third, and 1 wrapper on the final third. And I think that's a great way to go because you're getting consistency in the wrapper, the binder and filler throughout the entire cigar, and the only note changes you're getting is out of that bit of wrapper that you're getting for that third. So you get a good idea of what Candela tastes like, what Habano tastes like, what Maduro tastes like, and then you can kind of go from there. Like, I really like the flavor of this wrapper. Didn't care for that wrapper. This one was okay. So you can get other cigars in that family of wrappers that you may also like. And I think that's a fantastic way to go about it.
Definitely a good point. Yeah, I like that. It's a way to try without committing to anything too expensive or too fancy. Maybe nothing too heavy either, because a lot of house blends aren't very heavy. So maybe it's a way to kind of try out a Maduro without it being part of this black heavy.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, some aroma craft stuff can be kind of heavy for certain people.
Sure.
But you might get a similar wrapper and then find out what you like and then work your way up to those other strengths. Joe, the jalapeno one you're speaking of is the jalapeno over from Viaje.
Yep.
Viaje Cigars. Wonderful cigars. There's like 3 in the lineup, 3 or 4.
I think 3.
Purple, red, green. I think you're right. I think 3 of them. Being the purple one my favorite. I think the red's supposed to be the spiciest. I don't know for sure. But they are some wonderful cigars. Same company makes the Zombie Antidote. I think you got to try that one.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, another good cigar. So for you, Mike, any pros or cons when it comes to you getting phone calls?
I put it on silent
for this. Sorry, guys. You guys will probably still hear me. You might not be able to see me for a second. Miguel is getting a phone call at this time. We'll be back with you guys in just a second on the video. But for you guys watching, in the comments, let me know if you guys have any favorite cigars that are barber pulled, and what flavor changes do you like about it, or is it just more of the aesthetic that you like about it? What is it that draws you to those barber pull cigars? Or maybe you're not a fan of them. Maybe you don't like that. Maybe you like just a single wrapper leaf, and that's what you want. So let me know in the comments whether you like them, whether you don't like them, and what your thoughts are on them, pro or con. There we go. I need to learn how to speak right now. But yeah, just tell us in the comments, you guys, what your thoughts are, and we will get those out so everybody knows what you guys are thinking. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, I think we're back. There we go. All right, so we are back. Awesome, guys. For me, I don't think I have a preference one way or the other. If it's a good tasting cigar, it's a good tasting cigar. Whether it's a barber pole, whether it's just a single wrapper leaf, whether it has accents on it, however it comes. If it's a good cigar, it's just a good cigar.
I'm not a fan. I like barber pole style. I really enjoyed the Back in Black. How? This is why I want to do it with the webcam.
Sorry, guys. We somehow getting another phone call here.
Fucking spam.
That's why you got to send them straight to voicemail.
It's already on Do Not Disturb. It shouldn't go through.
Yeah, it shouldn't, but you should send them straight to voicemail. That'd be an easier way to deal with the problem.
Is it going?
Yeah, we're still going.
Just keep talking.
Let's see. I really enjoyed, I like barber pole style. I really enjoyed the Back in Black that cigar put out with Espinosa. House blends at Cigars Amore Friday special, all you can smoke. Yeah, they do that, but we can't, or we're not going to be promoting that on here, Brian. So it is what it is. Let's see. Anybody else want to comment on their thoughts on barber poles or just their preference for single wrapper leaf cigars? Please do so.
See, I was pleasantly surprised. The Shamrock, the wife and I smoked on St. Patty's Day. I think you got that one on there. Yeah. Not a big fan of barber pole cigars, though, for Matt.
No worries, Brian.
Again, it is a preference thing. It really is.
Yeah.
And Some of them aren't anything different. Honestly, some of them I can't tell the difference whether if it was a barber pole or not. So is what it is kind of situation.
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. So as far as the Veritas is going, I will say because of the different wrappers, they all have different oil characteristics and burning characteristics. You won't always get that perfect burn, and mine is a good example of that right now. It is burning a little off, but that's all right.
Yeah, mine was a little bit straighter before I had to get going up and down for the stupid phone calls, which is just irritating. But nothing terrible. It's not crazy off. I think yours is a little bit more off than mine is. Bill, how you doing? How is it going? Hope you're having a good Wednesday.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys can probably see that it is not perfectly straight on this burn line, but that's okay because I can see that it's still on fire, so it's still burning. It just takes a little bit of time.
It's a funny thing it's still on fire, so that's a good thing. Most other situations in life, I think, barbecuing, smoking cigars, I don't know, charring oak barrels for bourbon. I don't know. There's certain situations where things being on fire is the most positive outcome you can hope for, and I think that's true for cigars. It's on fire still, so something's going right. At least one aspect is going right with that cigar. If it's still on fire.
You also want that on NBA hang time?
I was trying to what are you talking about? Yeah, NBA friggin' hang time. Now you're talking I think it was it Xbox or was it?
I always put it on the arcade.
Okay, so arcade. Yeah. I was gonna say it's either the game console or the arcade. Arcade's where it's at.
Oh yeah, so arcade was always the best.
Frankie, I still have a hookup on that Prometheus lighter that you like. Oh
yeah. I totally spaced about that. Yeah, that's awesome.
I love barber poles, and I haven't had one in a year, though. Zeal Cigars, the Irish Hulk is a good one for me. Yeah, you know what? Brad does a really good job putting out those for him blends. And I love the names he comes up with, the flavor profile descriptions. Some good stuff in there.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a few of them I really enjoyed. Yeah, I had to get my lights off for a little bit. Last time we looked, it was $100. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all. So you might have to hop on that pretty soon. Another thing I don't think we ever really talked about is there any kind of not swag, but cigar equipment that you might be hunting that you've seen in a magazine or you saw someone else own, or a buddy of ours was purchased a set, like the Romacraft stuff, and that you are also looking for, but it's way out there and you just don't know where to find it.
Yeah. Actually, I had a friend. She actually hit me up a couple times for some different swag that she was trying to track down. I was able to track down one thing. I wasn't able to track down the other thing. But you never know. If you need help finding some stuff like that, you guys could always post it to Cigars, Whiskey, Beautiful Women, and someone out there might know. They might be able to help you track that down.
That's always true. Yeah, it's never hurts to put in a feeler with some local shops. Give them a call. They're not gonna turn away your business if you're looking for something they have. Filthy Hooligan and Shamrock. I like those. I like the Filthy Hooligans. I like the Black Market line. I like the Illicit a lot. Very strong. What is up, Brian? How you doing? And Eduardo, any thoughts on Pariah putting out a barber pole? Not yet.
Maybe somewhere down the line in the future, but as of right now, no.
Right now, we're just getting ready for July. Because the next California Dreamin' Volume 2 will be dropping as soon as I know for sure. Once I talk to my guy, on the phone, I got a guy for this, got a guy for that. Very hush. Don't worry about that. But as soon as I do, we'll do the pre-orders and whatnot.
Yep.
And I want to include some other swag with that. So hopefully we have a very good summer, guys. I want to plan something big for this summer that we can all be a part of. I'm excited for that. Got to post a new Ash photo from last night. Brian, I already saw that. Yeah, you got to put that in the comments because that was awesome. Did you see that picture?
Not yet.
Oh my gosh! All right, I'm not gonna say any more. Just know that it might be the winner. It was that good. I love that shot.
Okay.
Love the femur from Roma. Still, yeah, the femur's great. A lot of what Romacraft does is awesome.
Oh yeah.
We gotta get them back on the show sometime. I think that would be a good call. Maybe Rosales. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Oh, me too. Absolutely, absolutely. As far as flavor profile goes, you guys, I'm getting a very cinnamon forward note off of this, with an underlining sweetness as well. How about you, Mike?
The sweetness definitely. I was trying to find like a spice, maybe cinnamon spice, a little bit. I don't know. It's there, and it's still a little bit of that metallic soil kind of note from the San Andreas binder, and a little bit of toasted wood kind of notes.
Okay.
That's about what I'm getting right now, and everything is kind of stacked. One's not really taking over the other. Other than the sweetness being in the background, it's the least dominant note.
Mhm.
That's the only thing I could say, really. I had that bar pull, really enjoyed. Good. Okay, Daniel enjoyed it as well. Okay, cool. Someone else in the comments having it, and hope you are having a good evening, sir.
Yes.
Brian got that posted. Excellent call.
I'm gonna go ahead and touch this up just a little bit, see if that maybe helps it
Nothing wrong with
burn
that.
a little bit better.
That goes into one of those things like when should you do this or when you should do that with your cigar, how you should light it, how you should smoke it, how you should pair things with it. The moment it comes to it is when you think you should pick this up and retouch your cigar. There's not really a right or wrong in those situations.
Right.
If you like it, if you don't care that it burns crazy on one side, smoke it. Go ahead. You might get a little different flavor profile because you're supposed to burn down all the way. But it's not going to ruin the cigar, especially if you don't mind.
Correct.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, smoke it the way you want to smoke it. It's yours. You do what you want to do.
I will say mine is actually, I did a little touch up, but it was very small, and it's been burning pretty dang well the entire time, even having to set it down twice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan. It's not too strong, so if you're looking for more strength, this might not be in your alley. Not very spicy, although there was a little bit of spice there. But all over, it's a well-balanced cigar. And I appreciate that. Got that retro going?
Yeah.
With anything?
Retro was woody, and there's something else there that I cannot put my finger on.
Was it buzz?
Huh? I don't get it.
So woody and buzz? What?
Very good. Yeah.
I don't
I'll
even
retro
care.
it again in a bit, and I'll see what I can figure out.
I don't even care how terrible that was. Oh man, I needed that in my life right now. Whew. All right, now that I've derailed the conversation with a very terrible dad style joke, we have some other stuff to talk about. Something we've been putting off multiple times, just from the sheer disappointment of it. We got to do it.
Oh man, I want to do it.
Gotta
Let's
do
talk
it.
about something positive first.
Go positive first.
So,
Go positive.
if you guys are looking for a new series to watch, and you guys like comedy, and you guys like snakes,
Or if you don't like
or if you don't like snakes, probably even better, watch Killing It. It is on Peacock.
It's on
They already have
Peacock.
one episode out as like a pilot tester episode.
Yeah.
But the season or the actual start of the season starts tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I saw episode 1. Matter of fact, we're watching a show on Peacock. I forget what we were watching, but then it has a bunch of previews for different shows that they have coming out. And I think 7 out of 8, we're like, we got to watch that.
Yeah, like
So Killing It just happens to be one of them.
the Grand Crew.
Grand Crew, yeah.
And I think Wasting Time or something.
Something like that.
Yeah,
And the werewolf one.
I'm not watching the werewolf one. I'm not watching Olaf date a werewolf girl
Mhm.
or something. I don't understand what it is. Not going to do it. All I know is that their comedy's killing it. On April 20th, we are smoking cigars blind, but instead of taking off the band, I covered the band with the cover band. So when smoke down to the band, we can reveal the cigar to yourself, and the cigar still has the band. The one thing missing from the blind tastings, the band. So when you smoke down to the band, you can reveal the cigar to yourself, and the cigar still has the band on. Okay. And then the one thing missing from blind tastings, the band. Okay, I get that. So you made another cover for.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah. So, and again, guys, back to the Peacock shows. If you guys don't have Peacock, I would try getting it for a trial
$5.
and see what you like. I think these shows look hilarious. Definitely Killing It looks to be my favorite so far. And just from episode 1, I really, really liked it. It was funny, like really funny. It's got some very interesting characters.
Yeah. You want to go plot a little bit?
No, I won't give it away.
Well, the snake part at least is there's a lot of snakes in it.
Yeah.
We'll say that. And like you said, it's pretty dang hilarious.
Mhm.
I did not realize how much good content they were putting out on Peacock.
Oh man, yeah.
I got it because the WWE
WWE,
network
yep.
stopped, and then they switched over to Peacock for some reason. I don't really remember what happened. All I know is it was half the price of what I was paying, and I got more content, so I'm not going to complain.
They probably got a big check from Peacock.
I would not doubt it. A good partnership, maybe some advertising stuff. Either way, it was a good move for fans because I get to see more stuff, and I still get everything I was already getting anyway. The only thing different is I don't constantly get berated to watch all their stupid like sideshows now. So I love that.
Oh, I like them though.
WWE has way too many of these little sideshows. Oh, riding in the car with celebrity wrestler. The documentary on a wrestler who's still wrestling right now. Like I don't need that. I don't
You
need
do
that.
though. You didn't know, but you do need that in your life. So you guys, on to the movie that we wanted to talk about. That unfortunately,
That's a cool idea, Brian.
I was really disappointed. I had such high hopes for it. I was really stoked because it really opens up the possibility to other Marvel characters interacting with this character. Morbius. Really disappointing.
So bad.
I mean, you could have had an epic battle between him and Blade before they team up to do some other stuff to take on like Mephisto or something. And unfortunately, I tried to look for the positives in it. They just did a really bad job with the story. It was bad. They should have gone with a different comic to filter off of because this was just a bad first go for it. And they can't do that with cool characters like Morbius. It was just so sad.
I don't think he needed an origins movie. He didn't need a standalone. I think it should have been a villain in Spider-Man. Because I like when they do that. Not really a villain, like that anti-hero kind of situation, which is true. Or like to Blade. That'd have been a great team up. Like, oh, I hate vampire, but you're half vampire and you're full. Oh, God. And whatever it could have been would have been much better than what we got here.
Yeah.
It was rough. It was rough to watch. The detective, by the way, is a comedian, not what the heck's his name? Oh gosh, the main detective, and then his sidekick, Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
No, Rodriguez is a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one who does the Cholos in the Wild.
Oh
bit.
yeah,
that's him. All right, Cholos at the waterfall. That's that guy. I'm a kid, wore a shirt. I like it. It's too small for you. You see your belt. He's hilarious. Don't really believe him as a police officer in any form at all.
No, it was all out bad, guys. I'm sorry. Again, like I said, I had high hopes for it. I really wanted it to be a good movie. So many things that could have tied into it. Again, Blade, Spider-Man, Venom, Mephisto, Ghost Rider, all these things that could have easily tied in, and they went the route that they did. It was just bad.
The unfortunate part is they put it in the Venom universe, and they took a great character, Vulture, and put him in the Venom universe, and they're not anywhere near Spider-Man. They're not there. Like once they did the end of No Way Home, I think it was, Venom goes back to his place like everybody else does. Just that little symbiote piece for some reason survives in the other reality or whatever.
Right, but there's still other Spider-Men in those realities, so
that there isn't, because they already showed
Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire.
They're in their own. They're not in his. Though.
But just to say that there's not going to be a Spider-Man in the Venom universe doesn't make sense.
They're not going to get enough movies. Let There Be Carnage wasn't very good. This was terrible. And they're gonna waste Vulture by putting him in there. This whole Sony thing. Whenever Sony gets a hold of something by themselves, it's not great. They should not be allowed.
Nope. But that's all I got for today, Mike.
Other than that, honestly, there's Winning Time, which has still been phenomenal. Episode this week was great. The Mayans is coming out on the 20th. You said 20th. So, Brian, as you enjoyed that blind taste test party, I'm gonna be enjoying the Mayans. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna watch every episode they release. I think it's gonna be like 4 episodes or something, and then it's one a week, which is drives me crazy. Couple new movies coming out that look pretty good. Father Stew looked pretty interesting. Based on a true story about a priest who comes from very troubled past. which is a real good redemption kind of story. Mark Wahlberg himself, he knows a little bit something about that, being Marky Mark into a great actor he is today. Other than that, I can't think of a whole lot. I mean, well, no, you got Multiverse of Madness coming out next month. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna be checking out AMC's Unlimited Movie Pass because it's what was it, $18? You get to watch multiple movies a day if you want.
Yep.
So with movie tickets being as expensive as they are, that's a pretty great deal, especially if you like going to the movies like myself. I don't know if you guys out there are interested as well. Check it out. Could be something good. There's not a whole lot other than that as far as just new stuff coming out. I mean, you got Moon Knight. That's been okay.
Yep.
I think I might just wait until all of them are out and binge it. I think that's going to be what I'm going to do. Byron Fuente question. Do we know if they or when they will be out this year with the Rare Pink? That won't be until the fall. Because PCA is when they announce the next Rare Pinks. The same way they announced the last size was at PCA. Leanna does a great job of promoting that. You can check out her interview with Melanie. No, I did the last one with her at last PCA on our YouTube page. If you want to check that out, I could probably hit her up, see if we can't get a little inside scoop, or maybe get her on the show ahead of time. Could be fun. There are quite a few Fuente cigars I like out there, and they do some really great work for charities and for the school that they created over there. So never hurts to give a shout out to that. Thank you for bringing that up, Byron. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it for today.
That'll do it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Final thoughts so far on this 3 blends from Veritas. Not a lot much transition I was hoping for with the barber pole, but still solid flavors, solid performance, good smoke output. Mine was a little bit tight on the draw. I did have to kind of pinch it a little bit, but not a big deal. And one touch-up.
Also, one touch-up. Easy draw for myself, though, I will say. And my touch-up was very minimal. Definitely agree, though. I like the flavors I was getting, but not a transition like I was expecting from 3 different wrappers on a barber pole. Which one was the solid? I guess the Connecticut was the solid one. The other 2 were the wraps. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it kind of looks like that, right? Yeah.
Actually, no, the Connecticut's on top.
Is it?
Yeah, so I got a little rip right there.
You know, you are right. I'm wondering which one's the dominant.
The Maduro's probably the dominant leaf, followed by the other 2 being layered on top.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Well, again, I enjoyed it. I would give it a solid like 7 or 8 out of 10. I mean, I would definitely smoke it again. Definitely recommend you to try it out there, especially you guys want something that's pretty consistent with the flavors we went over. Again, a little bit of sweet, spicy, a little bit of like charred oak. I said charred oak. I don't know if you'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Medium in strength, medium to light, honestly.
Yes.
And differences on construction because mine was easy to draw, yours a little tighter. Other than that, very solid stuff. Very solid stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We will see you Friday, same time as always, 2 p.m. Friday for the final third of the week.
Yep. We'll see you guys then. Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one, guys. See you, Brian.